A civil society group for peace, security and development has thrown its weight behind the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, following the release of an online report accusing the naval chief of oil bunkering and contract splitting fraud to the tune of over 170 million US dollars. At a press conference this Friday in Abuja, the group described the allegations as baseless and unfounded by disgruntled elements out to tarnish the good image of the Nigerian naval boss.
Credible intelligence at our disposal has it that a cartel of notorious crude oil thieves whose illicit business has been grounded by the tight security and tactical effectiveness of the Nigerian Navy in the onslaught against oil bunkering in the Niger Delta has enlisted the services of some unpatriotic element to launch a smear campaign against Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala. The game plan involves sponsoring vicious media attacks against the Chief of Naval Staff with the hope of pressuring President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to sack him, as he has been known to be a courageous and dedicated anti-corruption icon. The sheer callousness of this scheme is appalling, but their bag of lies has burst open and Nigerians have already known it is just a matter of corruption fighting back.
Recall that recently, a coalition under the aegis of concerned Nigerians in a petition signed by its key members through the office of the Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawalle, called on President Bola Tinubu to order the investigation of the Chief of Naval Staff for allegedly engaging in large-scale corrupt practices, including crude oil theft, contract splitting, and procurement fraud. Ogala in the report was also accused of releasing several oil tankers impounded for transporting stolen crude oil off Nigerian shores after receiving kickbacks in millions of dollars. The online media platform noted that the log records and videos it reviewed showed several instances between September 2023 and January 2024 when the Nigerian Navy dispatched gunboats of personnel to supervise the loading of stolen crude on at least 4 vessels. Reacting to the allegations, the civil society group noted that since his appointment by the president on June 19, 2023, the Chief of Naval Staff has launched coordinated initiatives aimed at restoring normalcy back to the Niger Delta region and improving the production output of Nigeria's crude oil.
Before the inauguration of the present administration and the appointment of the current Chief of Naval Staff, Nigerians suffered huge losses amounting to billions of dollars from crude oil theft and other unwholesome activities along Nigeria's maritime borders. The task of Mr. President to the current Chief of Naval Staff was simple: to put a permanent end to bunkering, illegal refining of petroleum products and other crimes. This, the naval boss has done exceedingly well. While Mr. President and many Nigerians are happy that there is at last a breath of fresh air and Nigeria can now meet its open quarter and earn enough revenue to drive Mr. President's economic recovery plan, some disgruntled elements are outraged that their breath and once flourishing illegal business has been shut down by the powerful Nigerian Navy under the daring leadership of Rear Admiral Emmanuel Ogala. The vessels under contention and believed to have been used in the alleged corruption case against the Chief of Naval Staff are actually still impounded and under investigation even as we speak now. The case of MT Prezel, MT Kali, MT Tura, MT Vanalaris, cited by the antagonists, has only gone to expose the ignorance of those behind this malicious media attack. For the avoidance of doubt, the Nigerian Navy has clear procedural requirements in the arrest, detention, and release of any vessel or persons found culpable of any crime in the maritime environment. It is until these processes are duly concluded that such vessels are released to appropriate prosecuting agencies for further actions. This is what the Nigerian Navy is doing, but the owners of such vessels feel misinforming the public about true state of affairs and blackmailing the naval boss will save them prosecution.
The Nigerian Navy has since denied the involvement of the Chief of Naval Staff in any fraud or shady deal.